Is Tems pregnant? If so, honey, who's the daddy? We want to know.
And Travis Kelce roasted his big brother Jason for being fashionably tight. We've got the dish on that.
Also, Michael Jordan is not in a rush to cash in on this $15 million payday. All right, guys.
Let's get this started.
All right, y'all. Well, honey, we got a rumor report, and Baker would never have to deal with this type of mess, but Keisha always does. So rumor has it that Meagan, honey, Good has been financially supporting her man, Jonathan Majors. Now, here's what a source said. Life and Style said this, y'all. She's been swiping that card, baby, to cover Jonathan's expenses after his career took a hit from his legal troubles. Now, someone said, Meagan pays for everything. They really wanted this dog, a boy, huh? I mean, and she got stuck paying a $75,000 training bill. Like, that's, oh my God, it's so crazy. No one knows what Meagan sees in this guy. If things keep up this way, honey, she may not be able to even pay her mortgage. Now, like I said, this is a rumor. But if it's true, is it okay for Meagan, honey, to keep swiping her card? No.
Well, don't you always quote the Tammy Wynette song, Stand By Your Man? She's standing by her man.
Well, but honey, she needs to move on the side, honey. If he was still with Mashiha, honey, ain't no way in hell Meagan would be in the picture, honey, paying his bills, honey. He wouldn't even look at Meagan twice. So,
Mashiha sound black.
It's her card. She can do what she wants to do with her card. I don't know if this is the issue or not. I'm sure he has money.
Yeah.
I mean, he did quite a few major things.
Jonathan Majors is also going to bounce back. Like, he's going to bounce back, and he's going to be in
great
big
actor.
movies again. He's very talented.
Yeah.
But Hollywood is really weird and good sometimes about changing the locks on people when they go through something. They even did it to a white guy. Army Hammer's still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, true. And
They should do a movie together and run Tubi.
Whoa! Majors and Hammer?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I see it. Well, moving on to more rumors, there's been a wild one outside that Future got Tems knocked up. Well, listen, the singer slid through the Breakfast Club to let fans know if he is the father or if it's all a lie. Take a look.
Because I was thinking, like, why am I pregnant? For
Why
Future?
am I pregnant?
Like, why Future? Why him? Because that's the craziest. Why not, Wiz? Why not Drake? Why not somebody else?
Tell the truth. Well, because she did a song with Future, or at least, he sampled her voice. So, for the record, Tems is not pregnant.
Right.
But let's just say if somebody was to start a rumor about you being pregnant or you getting somebody pregnant, who would y'all want that rumor to be about? So I take SZA. Like, they can run with that. And I back it up. I would show up to the sonogram. I would show up to everything.
Oh, you'd show up for it?
I would show up for everything. Lamont's classes, everything. I would even tell her real baby daddy to smell this napkin that I put chloroform on, just so I could be there to sign the,
Oh, wow, Headkrack.
Oh, my God.
I made this drink for you, and then he suddenly disappeared.
I don't know
I
who
just
I
really
want
like
to be
SZA's
pregnant
music.
for.
It speaks to
If
my
I was
soul.
to get pregnant, who would I get pregnant for? Probably somebody I work with.
No questions, no further questions. Moving on. Okay, all right. So Jason Kelce made his first Monday Night Football appearance as a commentator wearing a Shmedium shirt. So the retired Super Bowl winner was looking a little tight, and here's why.
Jason Kelce is wearing a shirt he got at the mall because he left his travel bag in the truck. Left the bag in the truck.
Fits my belly now. I've lost a little bit of weight, but my are still struggling.
Hey, the fact that a Hall of Fame center can shop at Lululemon, that's big, man. That's a big accomplishment.
All right, Miss Lululemon.
Oh my gosh. Lululemon.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like how the shirt kept opening up like a little mouth.
Yeah. That's the funny part.
That's the shirt screaming.
Right.
Well, if you got younger siblings, you know they never miss a chance to roast you. So Travis Kelce reposted the clip of his brother busting out his shirt with the caption, "Surprised he bought a new one and didn't just go shirtless." Jason does look like he's giving a little David Banner before he morphs into the Hulk.
That is, man, it's just so crazy to see these rich people go through stuff that normal people go through. Because I'm sure we've all been in a situation, even y'all out there, where oh man, a wardrobe malfunction and you just gotta run with it and hope for the best.
Listen, I feel like I go through that stuff here all the time. I let something in the closet, and then I wind up holding my breath for 30 minutes while I'm on dish. I'm like, yeah.
Oh my God. Well, if you're looking for a discount on the legend Michael Jordan Chi-Town Mansion, it ain't happening. Despite the 56,000 square feet property being on the market for the past 12 years, MJ is in no hurry to sell. So the mansion was initially listed for $29 million back in 2012, but has since dropped to around $15 million. But that's the lowest you're gonna get it for. The home is adorned with a cigar room, a trophy room, gates with the number 23 sprawled across it, a basketball court, and a whole bunch of other extravagant stuff. And according to MJ's realtor, he's willing to hold out and not in a rush to sell. So why do y'all think this beautiful property and the home of a legend is not selling?
It's obvious.
What?
First of all, you need to snatch that 23 off of that gate, for one thing. We don't need to buy the house with number 23 reminders of you. Secondly, it depends on somebody, if they are non-black, they're not gonna buy it.
You don't think that any white people want to buy that giant mansion?
How many bought it?
Well, none, but
Okay,
no
then
one.
how long has it been for sale?
About a decade.
Okay, then.
It's a beautiful property, though.
Well, you've been renting for 10 years, Gary. Why didn't you buy it?
No, baby, I have houses too.
Yeah, but here in Atlanta.
Well, no, I could rent here. I have a house in Texas. I leave from here to go to my house. Thank you.
Do you have a big 23 on your gates?
No, 69.
That was a good quick one, Gary. I love it. Yeah.
Well, Dakota Johnson was inspired on a whole nother level thanks to the Celsius energy drink. Now the actress turned director sat down and chatted about her directorial debut for the film Loser Baby and said she had no idea Celsius would have her bouncing off the walls with inspiration.
And I didn't know that it was like Red Bull. I thought it was like a natural drink. And I
feel like
I was like, I'm so inspired. I'm awake all night long. I'm not sleeping because I'm just thinking, and it's because I was having like 2 Celsius a day. I thought it was vitamins.
Man, if people don't start listening to their bodies, after day 2 of not being able to go to sleep, I'd be like, what have I done differently the last 24 to 48 hours? Oh, that drink. But anyway, you gotta be careful about what you eat and drink. And imagine if she was on Celsius during 50 Shades of Grey. The sex scenes would have probably been better.
Yeah. Not having to use the safe word as much, are we?
The other person would have needed it.
Right. To keep up.
Is a Celsius like seltzer water?
No, it's like a can of energy drink. We used to have them all the time. Me and Headkrack used to drink them, like the orange ones. It's a white can.
It is carbonated.
They're really good.
I'm scared of those drinks, honey, because I'm like her, have me buzzed up. No.
Oh, God.
You just see a blur walking around this studio. Gary be moving out here fast as hell.
Legs invisible.
You don't need it.
No.
You don't need it. You need to get a CBD pen.
Okay.
All right, up next, y'all, J.K. Simmons almost got whiplash after doing a double take during this meeting. We've got the dish on that after the break.
Dish Nation. Dish Nation.
And we're back.
Hey!
So actor J.K. Simmons won an Oscar in 2015 for his performance on the movie Whiplash, but he just now admitted that he was dead wrong about his director, Damien Chazelle. Now, J.K. said after reading the script about the toxic relationship between an aspiring jazz drummer and his abusive instructor, he was convinced that Damien was a black man. Here's what he said. This guy's name's Damien Chazelle. I mean, I'm picturing Antoine Fuqua. I'm going into this meeting thinking it's gonna be some tall, elegant-looking black guy with a beret. And I get there right on time. And as is, my won't. And I'm literally looking around the restaurant, which is not very crowded, and I'm looking right past or through Damien, who finally stands up and waves at me like, I'm like, who's this little curly-haired kid from New Jersey? Have y'all ever been in a situation where like you had a picture about what somebody was gonna look like or who they was gonna be in your head, when you got there you was completely wrong because it was different?
Yes? What?
Yeah, well, not a lot.
The smile on your face.
I know.
You anticipate seeing one thing, and then when you see another, like, ooh. Oh, there you go. You ooh and oh. And
Okay, just forget it.
Okay.
Was it Heavy D and the boys?
Heavy D and the boys in one package.
Sometimes when you read people's names, they sound a little bit more ethnic than you expected to. Because, like, yo, when I finally found out who Joaquin Phoenix was, he wasn't who I was expecting. You know what I mean? Because, like, Joaquin, usually that's us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Really?
Us and sometimes Spanish.
Joaquin in the back, like, what?
No, but I know black Joaquins, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so like, you know, when I saw Joaquin Phoenix, I'm like, oh, you weren't who I was expecting.
Okay, guys. People are hurting Chloe Bailey's feelings. They're out here calling her boring. But here's her explanation as to why.
Boring's good, right? I stay to myself. The reason I stay to myself is because this industry is crazy. And if I was so mixy, I would have like self-identity issues.
She doesn't come off as boring to me. I mean, what's wrong with that?
And the only reason they call her boring is because she ain't out there doing stupid things to give you something to talk about.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
See her all over the place getting talked
Because if you see her stumbling out of a restaurant into a car one day, Chloe Bailey falling off the wagon, or you know what I mean? Like, people want to see drama in people's lives, and she lives a drama-free life, and that should be normalized.
But you don't think that she's, now, her sister has a baby, right?
No, that's her with the baby.
Oh, that's the one with the baby? Well, she ain't boring.
No, her sister has
Hallie's
the baby.
got the baby.
Oh, that's I wanted to have a baby.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, let's get into this. Didn't see this coming. So a new mama by the name of Katia Asha shared on social media how she was fired up and ready for a natural birth when her baby girl decided to make an appearance. But then this went down, y'all. Take a look.
I want to do a natural birth. I don't want to have no epidural. I want to go unmedicated. But the other problem is...
Most definitely got epidural.
The lion sleeps tonight.
Little healthy baby.
Headkrack, did your wife scream like this?
Nope, got the best drugs that insurance could buy. Because nobody should have to go through that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, people did that back in the days because they had no choice.
That's
what it was.
Then you got some maniacs to be like, all right, cool, I'm gonna do a natural water birth. And if your pain threshold tolerance is that high, more power to you.
Right.
But man, take them drugs.
Look like it would be a good feeling. You know, like a good orgasm.
I bet you would love for your pelvis to split all the way open.
Yes, ma'am, honey. and just go boop.
Oh my God.
Well, honey, coming up, well, praise the Lord. Everyone, baby. Pastor Keon Henderson has been humbled. Oh, he's been humbled, Brat. We'll dish on that after the break.
Don't say Brat.
Dish Nation. Dish Nation.
Welcome back. Hey. Okay, I'm sure you guys all remember when Mega Pastor Keon Henderson hushed a church member for worshiping the Lord a little too loudly while he was conducting service. Well, a lot of people voiced their opinions on whether he was right or wrong, including us. Well, it seems like the good Lord man put something on his heart because he apologized to the wailing church member. Watch this.
I had no, look at me. I have no idea that my actions will cause you that much pain. And I want to say in front of this body that I am so sorry for the trouble that my actions caused. Bless you. I'm so sorry.
Wow, so what do y'all think of his apology and her passionate response?
I'm surprised he didn't tell her to hush again.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole thing to like put his hand on her head and say, no, look at me.
And that took a long time. You know, because that happened like almost, what, like 2 months ago?
Yeah, but sometimes you got to wait for the Lord to speak. And the Lord spoke later. And, you know, did. But my thing is, I don't know if I would apologize, because if you strongly feel that the Lord told you to tell her to hush, that means, honey, if you apologize, maybe the Lord ain't really the person who told you that.
That's one way to look at it, I suppose.
Okay, all right.
Maybe that was the first time she'd been back to that church since then.
Well, I don't know, because she go every Sunday to well, evidently. The Lord's getting all intertwined in all this and stuff, and I don't know.
But at least he like did it publicly. Because if you check somebody publicly like that, you should apologize publicly.
Yeah.
Like I mean, he took the high road.
The apology's got to match the offense in some. Moving on, it's time for Stick It or Skip It. Okay, guys, we recently showed you the picture of Sebastian Stan as younger Donald Trump for the new film The Apprentice, but now the full trailer is out. Check it out.
First rule is the simplest: attack, attack, attack.
Rule 2, admit nothing, deny everything.
You think you can beat the U.S. government?
Rule 3, no matter what happens, you claim victory and never admit defeat.
I record everything in case I need it.
Well, that's illegal.
You have to be willing to do anything to anyone to win.
Okay, all right.
Super villain
So,
origin
what do
story.
you guys think? Tick it or skip it?
I'm gonna watch it, but I'm gonna bootleg it though. Like Sebastian Stan is just good in everything.
He's
I
good.
believe him every time he plays somebody.
Yeah, he looked like he was gonna do a good job, but I don't want to see nothing Donald Trump.
And I used to love The Apprentice, and I used to watch it every Sunday. But I don't want to watch the movie. Tanner, what you doing? You just
No, I'm gonna skip it. I don't know. I feel like I've seen this movie already, you know?
But the thing is, this isn't a prop-up piece to make him look big. Like, one of the things that is a supervillain origin story. So I think they're gonna really lean into a lot of the darkness. And I want to know who was running the country previously.
Well, you tell us what it's like after you watch it.
Tell me all about it.
Fair enough.
Spoiler alert, we know how it ends.
I wonder if it ends before or after the grab, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Well, up next, y'all, one woman accuses her friend of being the ultimate bridezilla, but find out why some are saying the bride's antics were justified. That tea after the break.
Dish Nation. Dish Nation.
It's time for
A
Dish Debate. Okay, one woman is asking the internet for advice on what she should do. So while attending her best friend's wedding, there was a mishap. The woman's 4-year-old son ruined the wedding cake right before the cake cutting. Now, the woman said when she heard the bride screaming her son's name, she tried to get to him as fast as she could, but it was too late and the damage had been done. As a result, the bride yelled at her and her son in front of everyone. Naturally, the woman was humiliated, and although she does admit to feeling bad about her son ruining the wedding cake, she believes her friend, the bride, should apologize to her first for embarrassing her in front of everyone. So what do you guys think? Should the bride apologize for yelling first, or should the friend apologize for her son ruining the cake first?
The damn friend should apologize for her son. That's why my sister-in-law made it very clear, no children at her wedding, baby. She had no children at my brother's wedding, honey, and I ain't mad at her for stuff like that.
Everyone's someone's child.
Yeah, well.
The other thing, too, though, is like if the kid got a corner of the cake, you know what you always do in just a little pinch? You just rotate the cake right around.
But maybe the cake was small, you know.
Still, like little butt
And it
cake.
may have been
maybe it wasn't a
expensive,
big
too, honey.
splendid
Cakes
cake.
cost.
Yeah, they do.
So, no, you leave little Leroy.
I think they both owe each other an apology.
Yeah. And I'm sure that's not the first time that little kid wilded out. She probably knew what kind of feral animals she brought to that party to begin with. And you know what it is?
Yeah, you got to know what kind of animals you're raising.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, y'all, that's all the tea we have for you today, so be sure to tune in next time for more Dish Nation. Toodles.
Bye.
Hey, don't forget to hit us up on social media. We're on all these platforms at Dish Nation. We'll see you there.